Namaste, my name is Dhieyo and welcome to my channel. Today I'll tell you how you can rejuvenate your soul by doing a particular mudra. Once the soul is rejuvenated, the benefits are endless. So there's this very old saying that man travels around the world looking for peace and he comes back home to find it. It's true to a certain extent, depending on who you are, what you are. For somebody it could be meditations, for somebody else it could be swimming, hiking, traveling, name it. The list is endless what can bring somebody peace, which means healing, which means rejuvenation. So let's say now you've been working for a long period of time and you take a break for a couple of days, you go back to work with a different energy altogether. You're all excited and you go in with a pumped up energy. You're ready for it now because you're healed, you're rested, you've got your peace. So let's say now even if somebody who's not got proper amount of sleep, there's a research that says that it's as though you've been roaming around hungover in your day-to-day life if you don't have proper amount of sleep. So this is how important it is for our body to go through that rest period for it to function in our day-to-day life. But in any of these activities that you're doing, name it, whatever that you can think of, let's say something even like meditation. If you're meditating, the soul is constantly still working. It's working because now you're trying to connect your mind, body, soul to the higher sources. The soul is constantly working. Even when you're sleeping, if it is a dream, if it is a sleep where there is no dream state, that means your soul is healed. But most of the time you're always dreaming. That means the soul is still traveling, jumping timelines, having different experiences. The soul is constantly working. So we need to do something where we can rejuvenate our soul so that the soul can now control this body and give us endless amount of experiences which is in our benefit, for our benefit. So the mudra that I'm talking about now is called the Yoni mudra. Y-O-N-I. In today's time, Yoni mudra, when you talk about it, you read about it, it is said that it is a womb. A womb is called Yoni. Now this is where things got a little misunderstood to a little bit of an extent. In earlier times, Yoni always meant the source from where the soul is coming from. That was called Yoni. So later on when people were asking that, okay, where do humans come from? The best way to explain to them was pointing at the womb, naming the womb and saying, this is the Yoni where the source comes from, where the life, a human being comes from. So over a period of time, people have only limited it to a womb, to a vagina, where in reality Yoni always meant the source from where we are coming from. So this entire mudra, the Yoni mudra, was also designed keeping a turtle in mind. Like when a turtle is in danger, when the turtle wants to sleep, the turtle goes back inside, head, hand, legs, everything goes inside the shell and now it's protected. So this is what a Yoni mudra is. But like I said, in today's time, it's just been limited to problems related to women's health. So if you're having irregular periods, then you hold a Yoni mudra for some time and this can cure it. If you're having problems with your child labor or birth or any of the women problems with the womb or vagina, you hold the Yoni mudra and it cures it. But that's not true. Mudras are not designed keeping a particular gender in mind. So now, like I said, once the soul is rejuvenated by holding this mudra, health problems, work problems, emotion problems, money problem, career problem, everything can get sorted out because now the soul is ready. The soul is rejuvenated. Like I said, when you take a break from work, you go back with a different energy altogether. That's what's happening to the soul also. So this is the importance of Yoni mudra. Now if you Google it, like every time I talk about a mudra or a mantra, a lot of people go and research about it, which is fair enough. But then whatever you find out in the research, those people that you are doing the research from are the right people to give you the answer, not me. Anything related to what I share, I'm the right person to give you a knowledge related to it. So once you Google it, there's loads of various different types of mudras that people are doing in the name of Yoni mudra, and some have even held their hand on their face calling it Yoni mudra, but the oldest form is what I will tell you now. So this is how you do a Yoni mudra. Let's say your hands, if this is your hand is straight, both your hands are straight, you cup them. Not cup them completely where now they're like this, no, but just the tip of your fingers, you cup them. So you bring your hands together, you cup them. Your thumb, both your thumb touch each other pointing upwards to the ceiling, not straight, not like this, which you will see a lot of images, but pointing upwards to the ceiling, and then you pull your index finger down. This is called a Yoni mudra. It's made to look like a womb. So this is how you hold it. Now another very important part of this mudra are our elbows. So usually whatever mudras we do, our hands are in a comfortable position, kept to the side, but in the Yoni mudra, your elbows need to be slightly pointed outwards, not extremely out where it becomes a pain for your shoulders, but slightly outwards. This is why, because let's say now when a woman needs to give birth, her legs have to be spread. So for the source to come out, the legs have to be spread. The soul to go back into the source, the legs have to be spread again. So again, not completely where it's going to start hurting your shoulders, but slightly outwards. This is how you hold that mudra. So again, your hands are straight, you bring them close together, you cup them. This is a cup, not completely like this. You cup them, you point your thumb upwards and you pull your index fingers down. This is how you hold a Yoni mudra. So you hold it for whatever time suits you. Sit in a meditation position, sit on a chair, wherever you want. You breathe in normally, you breathe out normally, but know the science behind it, that I'm holding this mudra because my soul needs to go back to the source and rejuvenate and come back. So this is how a Yoni mudra is done. I think it's important we send the soul back to the source from time to time. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. Until I see you again, have a good life. Namaste.